We're travelling on a KTM commuter train on a 50-minute journey from Kuala Lumpur. And we've reached our destination station, Klang, a town about 32 kilometres west of Kuala Lumpur. It was a pleasant journey in this modern train. Leaving the railway station behind us, we take our first look at the streets of Klang, and they appear to be busy and bustling with traffic. Heading off down this street, we first come to a food court and then go past a variety of dry goods stores. Turning the corner, we get our first look at this mosque. This is Masjid, India, and was originally built in 1910. It's a large building and well worth a walk around to inspect the fine detail. This imposing building houses the Royal Gallery of Sultan Abdul Aziz. This fine colonial building dates from 1909, although the Royal Gallery itself was only established in it in the 21st century. We can't take photos inside, but we can tell you that the galleries contain items relating to the history and heritage of the Selangor Sultanate. And now a visit to the Sundial Raja Perumal Temple. Built in 1896, this is the oldest and largest temple of its type in Malaysia. It is a copy of a famous temple in India. I always find it very interesting and quite fascinating to look at the variety of figures on a tower like this. There are various deities and their supporters, and there are usually some very voluptuous females in the collection of statues. One site of interest is the Raja Mahandi historic fort. Once a 6-month-long bloody battle was fought between competing Rajas around the fort. But today, only this historic archway remains. From the fort archway we look out across to this large modern mosque. Besides Hindu temples and Islamic mosques, there are also Christian buildings in Klang. For instance, quite a large Roman Catholic complex. Built in 1928, this convent adjoins the Roman Catholic Church of Our Lady of Lourdes. Restoration of this Gothic-style church was completed in 2008. A walk through the park brings me to Istana Alam Shan, the stately home of the Sultan of Selangor. While checking out the detail of the impressive building, I was intrigued to spot a hedge growing along the first floor level. And while there are historic cannon at the front gate, it's the modern howitzers on the front lawn which are probably more effective. And now it's time to visit Little India. I'm told that Jalan Tengku Kavana is the biggest Indian street in Malaysia. Colourful clothing and saris decorate the shop fronts of many of the stores along the street. There are a variety of religious items for sale, and I even saw a couple of fortune tellers practicing their trade on the sidewalk. And something that really appeals to me, Indian sweets, sugary and colourful and appealing. This part of Klang at least seems much more Indian than other parts of Malaysia that I've visited, and that's South Indian Tamils in particular. And down a crowded side lane I came across this bicycle and its seller full of confectionery and drinks. The drinks in plastic bags. And while shops along the street do sell household equipment, cooking utensils and food, it's the clothing which seems to dominate and add so much colourfulness to the street. Well, Klang is not listed as one of the country's must-see tourist spots, but it does offer a fascinating view of a normal Malaysian town going about its daily activities, and for that, it's worth a visit. But now it's time for me to catch the commuter train and make the 50-minute ride back to Kuala Lumpur. But it has been an enjoyable day.